Billboards sponsored by The Hair Shop,
Main Street Kitchen, Boxing for Health,
Go Green Air,
Harborview Restaurant and Bar,
and The Box SF.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Packed show today, all in the city you love. We are going to show you some of the best places to eat and drink or to have meetings with colleagues or friends. To go to all those spots, you need to be in good health. And of course, we have tips for that too. And your hair can never have enough attention. So to make sure, we have multiple tips. But first, San Francisco has a lot of design, and I'm not talking about buildings, but also the inside of your home and even your fish tank. No matter where you are in your home journey, buying, selling, renovating, it can be overwhelming. That's where the HomeCo steps in. They offer real estate sales, property staging, home renovation design, and retail all under one roof. How sweet is that? Let's meet Jennifer and her team to find out how they do it all. Good morning. Hi, I'm
Good
Crystal.
morning. Hi, Crystal. I'm Jen. Nice to meet you.
And who's this?
Oh, this is Heidi.
So what does the HomeCo do?
Well, what don't we do is probably the better question. So we have a lot going on here under one roof. So we offer your standard real estate sales. We also provide home renovation design services, property staging, and we also have a retail offering.
Why do clients choose the HomeCo over the others out there?
What nobody else does that we do is really the work we do for home buyers. And so what we can do is work with a buyer to find a home with potential. So they're going in and maybe it's not exactly what they want, but it's the right location, it's the right price, it's, their other needs are met, but aesthetically or functionally, it's not suiting their needs. But we can come in when we're showing them a property and have our design team there with them while they're evaluating homes. Again, we work hand in hand with a lot of great other professionals like the contractors and the structural engineers. And yes, architects have their place and we work with them as well if they're needed, because there are some things we can't do.
Right.
But for the most part, we try and keep it all right under one roof.
Yeah, amazing. Well, thank you so much, Jen. I've learned so much about the HomeCo.
Thank you for
I want to take a
coming.
little look around and maybe shadow and see what's going on. So Jen, I can't help but notice all of the pieces that you have in here are beautiful. Please tell me they're not just for staging. Can I buy them?
Right, well, they started actually just as staging, but like the rest of our business that has evolved organically, we are now going to be having a retail offering. So a lot of these things that you see here will be available for purchase.
Like what?
Well, I'm really inspired through travel. So a lot of these pieces I actually picked up traveling. So like these throw blankets here, got them in Mexico. So things like that. So tabletop goods, maybe vases, pillows, throws, really, you name it, anything that can really turn a house into a home and just make it comfy and cozy and add that texture and life and those little finishing elements.
Jen and her team will help you find, design, and invest in spaces where life happens. So make it yours and make it home with Jen at thehomeco.com. Energy solutions are not just good for the environment, they're also good for your wallet. If you're thinking of going solar, Nick and his team of professionals at Green Air are here to help. So Nick, where are we right now?
We're in Berkeley, California.
And this is looks like a charger.
So what we did was we installed a car charger for our client. He has a electric Fiat, and we went ahead and ran the cables and put this in so he could rapidly charge his car, so he could stay within the peak hours of the utility company.
So this power wall isn't just good for the battery, but it's good for some other areas of powering the home, no?
Correct. Well, this is the car charger, this is the power wall. And this power wall actually powers the entire house in an off-grid situation.
This is the heart of the home, so to speak, right? Technologically, energetically. Can you show me what else is upstairs that has emerged out of the efficiency and the economics that you have implemented here?
Absolutely.
So what are you going to show me now?
So I'm going to show you how the app works for the Tesla Powerwall system that we have installed. So right here you could see that solar is being generated. And what we did for solar is we put in LG modules along with N-phase microinverters. So the power right now is 3.1 kilowatts of power. his house is pulling 0.2 kilowatts of power. So the rest of that, the difference is that the solar is providing 0.2 to the house, sending 2.9 kilowatts to the grid. And what's really cool about this is that he could go and customize how everything works. And so right now he's using the balance or the cost savings option.
It's a setting?
It's a setting. So you go here and he has his peak hours scheduled from 1 to 7. What does that mean? That means from 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 7 o'clock at night, he's not using power from the grid. He's using the power walls to keep his house energized. And then after that time, he'll use power from the grid.
Save the planet and save on your energy bill with Green Air Energy Solutions. Request a consultation at gogreenair.net. Feel the power. There's nothing fishy about this next business. With Aquascape Designs owner Nathan Gahn designs aquariums with an artist's touch. Today, I'm meeting him at local neighborhood bar Moby Dick to find out more. Let's dip our toe into the world of aquarium design. Hi, Nathan.
Hi, Crystal.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks for coming.
So you are the man behind Aquascape Designs.
Yes.
Now, how did you start the business?
My wife bought me an aquarium in '97 in Japan. That started me on this hobby.
So what do you do for your clients? How would you describe your work?
First of all, I would ask, do you want freshwater or saltwater? And usually clients tend to pick saltwater because the fish are more colorful.
When a client approaches you and says, I want an aquarium, but doesn't know any of the types of fish or the coral or anything.
That's tough.
Do you have certain recommendations or packages that you can throw together?
Usually I tell them to start with freshwater because freshwater is a little bit easier to maintain. That's where they can kind of get used to the feeding of the fish and just general maintenance and know-how.
Now, where are we right now? And tell me about the aquarium you did for this place.
We're at Moby Dick, and this aquarium here is a 150-gallon aquarium, saltwater. I've been with Moby Dick for about 3-4 years, and I really like coming here because I have full reign as to whatever I want to do in this tank.
Well, Nathan, thank you so much. I actually have a question. Have these guys been fed yet?
They have not. Would you like to feed them?
Yes!
Okay,
Absolutely.
sure.
Let's do it.
Okay.
For a beautiful aquarium that will keep both your people and the fish happy, contact Nathan over at 415-706-4284. You can text him too. Tell him Crystal sent you. I'm at the offices of Piper. They're a STEM edtech startup that encourages kids to use their imagination, which fosters creativity and confidence. Let's find out how this company really has their pulse on the future. Hi, I'm Crystal.
Hey, I'm Melissa. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What do you do here at Piper?
I am the Chief Academic Officer at Piper.
What does Piper do and what do you make?
Piper creates DIY technology experiences for kids with the mission to teach them about STEAM and computer science.
Very cool. So it's really about hands-on learning and you've managed to package that.
Our core experience is the Piper Computer Kit. It's a build your own computer.
Do you have to know a lot about STEM in order to be able to use these kits or teach these kits?
They don't need to know anything. Really, the product is meant to be your jump off point or starting point in STEAM and computer science.
I'm loving this. I'm totally sold. How do I get one?
So if you go to our website, playpiper.com, you can learn about all our products and accessories.
Now, what ages is this for?
So the Piper Computer Kit and the accessories are currently for 8 and up. We like to say 8 to 14 is a good range. And in schools, we're standards aligned, grades 3 through 8.
Now, I'm twice as old as the upper limit that you mentioned. Am I too old for it, though?
No, definitely not. We actually have users both younger than 8, usually, overseen by an adult or an older sibling.
Well, I'm here, and I think I would like to get some hands-on learning under my belt. I'm not too old to do this, am I?
No, definitely not. As I said, many adults have used it before, so yeah.
Great.
Yeah, so we can build one right over here.
I'm ready. Okay, cool. These aren't your normal snap-together plastic toys. Give kids the opportunity to challenge themselves in meaningful ways with Piper. You don't even be a kid to do it. The Box SF is many things. On its ground floor is a historic 1850s letterpress shop and mercantile selling all things printed. You gotta see it to believe it. This place is so cool. Let's take a look around. What is this?
This is one of my pride and joys. This is a 1910 police records cabinet. I went and I found all these boxes. And so for instance, this box is all rare rum labels.
So cool.
Beautiful rum labels from the last 100 years.
Oh, they used to have an H.
I know, huh? And then so everything from here over is edible. I mean, I'm a label collector. To find this, I was just like, yes, this is the greatest thing I could ever have found. And I love old cigar boxes, so these are all old cigar boxes with things in them, and I just like the labels on them. Some of my favorite things are over there if you'd like to see.
I would love to.
Okay. These are from like the mid 1800s, so this would be the top of a barrel, a big wooden barrel in a mercantile, and this would be the brand of flour, and you would take that top off, you would scoop the flour into a flour sack, and then
sell
you would
that
go
to...
home. Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Look at the colors.
This is a biscuit label.
Biscuits.
Late 1800s. I mean, we're selling old, beautiful items. So I wanted it to be the environment that you might have seen these items in originally. So in that large cabinet, that is all food and beverage. So oatmeal, chocolates, all kinds of edibles.
Right. The consumer packaged goods revolution kind of began
From
around this
1850
time.
to about 1940 is what I have.
Mark, this entire part of the store is chock full of so much stuff.
It's like a very full store. And then back behind we have games and toys and office supplies and industrial supplies and corsets and fashion stuff. And so we tried to merchandise it a little bit like a mercantile, so there were sections. I will guarantee you a unique, one-of-a-kind experience if you come here.
That's right. Thanks so much, Mark.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure having you.
To find that special printed or rare item to add to your collection or for a unique one-of-a-kind gift, shop in person here at the Box SF or visit them online at theboxsf.com. I can't wait to show you these next hotspots. Or perhaps we could wait a little bit longer. Still waiting. That looks really nice. Okay, can't do it anymore. Show it. I'm in downtown Walnut Creek and the locals are telling me that Main Street Kitchen is where it's at. I'm meeting owner and chef Arash Gassemi, who thoughtfully prepared their menu, and his wife and co-owner Lauren is meeting me for a cocktail. Lauren, tell me about the cocktail program you have here. You don't just use any old alcohol.
It's just something that we decided needed to happen. We chose that this is the direction that we need to go. We need to have great product. We need to have seasonal ingredients, everything tailored and made in-house. Without those things, it's just not successful. It's just another bar.
When you decided to create Main Street Kitchen, what was the concept? And did Walnut Creek end up giving you a warm reception?
Yes, yeah, Walnut Creek gave us the reception that we thought we would have. We have some amazing regulars that are basically like family because, you know, we know them, we know their families, we know their kids, it's wonderful. It's a great relationship.
I can just tell there's this intention with farm to table and the aesthetic and the coziness at the same time.
Yeah, those things are very intentional. They're things that we believe in. So the farm to table is definitely something that we focus on in terms of food, in terms of our bar, those that go together. In terms of design and aesthetic, we really want people to feel like they're in their home.
I'm so excited to eat. What do you think your husband's made?
I can't even begin to tell you what he has made, but let's bring him in so we can share it.
Hi, chef. Oh, wow.
Right,
That looks like a beautiful watercress salad.
Bacalao.
Bacalao.
Yes.
Croquettes?
Yes, very good. Croquettes.
Main Street Kitchen in downtown Walnut Creek has a delectable menu, and with their bar program and nice people, you feel like family. I love Chinese food, which is why I'm here at Harborview Restaurant and Bar, known for their authentic Cantonese cuisine, beautiful waterfront views, and excellent dining service. Crispy pork belly and dim sum, here I come. Hi, I'm Crystal.
I'm Crystal. Frank.
Nice to meet you, Frank.
Nice to meet you.
So we are behind the bar today here at Harborview. So you make the drinks here.
I make drinks here.
What are we making today?
We are making our lychee martini. Put it in the shaker, and then we'll shake. Do you want to?
Sure.
Yeah. And then we'll just pour it into our glass.
Oh, that's
Fresh,
amazing.
nice lychee flavor.
Fresh. How often do you have special events here?
Pretty often. We have hosted a lot of different kind of parties throughout the week. Parties such as baby showers,
Red egg and ginger parties.
red egg and ginger parties, weddings, obviously.
100-day parties.
100-day parties, birthdays, a lot of birthdays.
What about live music, events?
Yes, absolutely. We have every Wednesday during happy hour. We have a live music, live band.
Well, Frank, I have my happy hour drink, but it's not too good to have alcohol on just an empty stomach.
That's right. Well, why don't I take you to get some food? My sister Karen, she's our director of special events. She can help you order.
Awesome. Yeah. Tell me about Harborview.
We're able to balance traditional Chinese cuisine with a modern setting and then this gorgeous view.
What's on your happy hour menu?
So a lot of people ask for dim sum off the hour. It's a limited selection, but we do have the basic items.
All right, it's time to feast. Have you had lunch yet?
No, I'm so hungry.
Me too. Harborview is extraordinary. From the view to the service to the incredible banquet menu, happy hour, drinks, dim sum, they have it. Stop on by, you won't regret it. After all that eating and drinking, we need to do some sports. And luckily, that's our next segment. Ready for a workout? Think inside the box. The boxing ring, that is. At Boxing for Health, Miguel Lopez has created a space for folks of all fitness levels to learn a new skill and train like a champ. Miguel, I'm Crystal.
All right, welcome to Boxing for Health.
Thank you so much. So what's the story of the studio? How did you start it?
Shoot, it all started when I was young, when I got into boxing. I got into boxing from fighting so much in the streets. So I grew up in San Francisco and Fillmore, and I used to get into a lot of fights in the streets. And but my grandmother said, you know what? Hey, Miguel, you need to go ahead and
channel that.
Get into boxing. Find something, an outlet for you to get into.
That's amazing. And so now you've created a place for other people to really fulfill their potential and learn this incredible contact sport.
I said, you know what? I always wanted a dojo, a martial art gym, and I just said, I used to train in my grandmother's backyard when I was little.
You've got two different distinct rooms. What happens in each?
So we have our classes here. We have the guys that hit the bags and everything, and so they get all their frustration out on the bag. And then we have our weight room, where they go and if they want to, put on a little bit more muscles.
If I may say, I think there's a bit of a stigma around boxing. It seems to be really violent, but yet I'm meeting you and everyone here is so gentle. I'm not the first person who said that, right?
Everyone assumed that boxing is really violent. If I go to a boxing gym, I'm gonna get hit. And so that's why we created a space where we can have people who just want to come and learn how to box and not try to become a fighter.
And Miguel, you are so disarming, and I think I'm ready to learn some boxing from you. What a workout. Whether you're down to join for a sport or sparring, give Boxing for Health a shot. Yeah, let's pick it up. I'm so sorry, you okay? If you're looking for a fun new hobby or to get into a competitive sport that you can do with a partner, Genesis Dance Sports Studio will make you the envy of any wedding or event of the dance floor. Shall we dance? So Art, you are the owner of Genesis. Tell me a little bit about how you got into this.
I moved here in 2006 and I started teaching here and dancing here. I was competing for the studio and I was competing with one of the girls who used to be the student of the Genesis. Pretty much from there, I built a lot of trust, a lot of friends, and a lot of pretty much ideas how I can lead this business to a modern point where we can mix competition and social together.
What kinds of classes do you offer here?
Classes for kids. We offer classes for adults as well. We have group classes, we have adult classes, we have huge wedding programs. We do a lot of pro-am. Pro-am is when, for example, imagine you decide to one day, you wake up tomorrow and you say, I want to compete and I want to do Latin American dancing. What I do? You call us we get you with the first class, we'll set you up with the best instructor we have, and that instructor will lead you to the point where you will be comfortable stepping on the floor in front of 1,000 people looking at you.
Wow, so you will walk me through all of that.
Absolutely.
Amazing. So what are the different types of dance that you offer?
So we teach international ballroom dancing, which is, we have two programs, two styles. It's Latin American program and standard program. Cha-cha, samba, rumba, paso doble, and jive. That would be the Latin style. And waltz, tango, Viennese waltz, foxtrot, and quick step would be the standard style.
It can be rented for parties, for dances, for ballroom events. You've really opened up this place to be sort of a dance center. Now I can waltz into a room by actually waltzing. For a full list of more classes, check out the website. I really like working out, but my hair looks like a ball of string after that. No worries, help is on the way. As a totally hip hair salon that's just for kids, but not babies, Prep is cutting down their competition. Let's find out why. Hey, I'm Crystal.
Hi, Marius. Welcome to Prep.
Thank you. Now, how did you get into the hair salon business, especially hair salons for kids?
Well, actually, I took my daughter here when she got her first haircut at 3 years old, and I just loved the concept of it. I'd never seen anything like it. So I talked to the founders and I decided to purchase the business.
This is a very elevated space. It doesn't have the typical kitschiness or the cheesiness that you would expect for a child-facing business.
Yeah, well, when our founders created Prep, they wanted a space that everybody could go to, whether it was a 2-year-old to an 18-year-old. So we decided to make a sophisticated spot.
Now, tell me about your expansion and your plans for growth. Is this one location or do you have multiple?
So we've actually got our FDD done and we can do franchising.
Congratulations.
So, thank you. So our next step is we're going to open a couple new locations, and then from there we're going to franchise across the state.
Tell me about these products that are behind you. I like the branding, the Prep seal.
So our products were specifically formulated for our audience, which is the 5 to 18 years old. It's free of anything that's bad for you. So no parabens, no DEA, no TEA, everything that's good for you in the product.
Now, how has business been? Have you noticed that parents really like this concept?
They love it. They love it. It's not only the older kids that love it, but the parents like to come in here. Some parents even get their haircut here. And even the little kids, the 2-year-olds, the 3-year-olds, they come in as well.
Now, what are the ages that you serve?
Well, when we were first created, we were mainly for 5 to 18 years old. But we found out the parents of the young kids want to be here as well. So it's really 2 to 18 now.
So if I was a father and I wanted to learn how to braid my daughter's hair as a way to bond with my daughter, you're telling me I can learn that here?
Yeah, we do braiding workshops, and a client can come in with a 2-hour window with their daughter and learn how to do braids on their own.
Awesome. Now, I kind of want to do something with my hair. What would you suggest?
I would suggest you get a braid with Kate.
Yes, Kate?
Yes.
She's good, right?
She's the best.
What are you gonna do for me today, girl?
Well, I'm thinking we'll do a cool Dutch braid, maybe something wrap around.
Love it. Oh, I love it. That's so cool.
Yeah,
you did such a good job. That took like 5 minutes. Amazing.
Thank you.
I love it. Oh, thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Okay.
And then you can actually do something with the tail and pin it up if you want to make it even more fancy.
I love it. It's so cool. I'm a fan of any place that gives out popcorn at the end of a haircut. Check out Prep for a sophisticated experience for your kids and teens. Ever want to change up your look drastically but not have the commitment? Well, at the Hair Shop, their long line of hair extensions, hair pieces, and wigs allow for plenty of experimentation without the commitment. I've always wanted to know what I look like with bangs. Hi!
Hi, I'm Heather. Nice to meet you. I'm the lead educator here at the Hair Shop.
Perfect. I'm glad that you're the lead educator because I have so many questions.
Oh my gosh, I'm here to answer all of the questions that you have.
So what's the Hair Shop known for?
So the Hair Shop is going to be your wig and hair extension specialty store. It's really where you can come and play, try on new looks, experience different hair. and we're your go-to choice for all of those items, along with hair extension education.
So it's really a place for the end buyer, someone like me coming off the street, customers, or for the salon professional who's looking for tools and resources in her business.
We got a little something for everybody here at the hair shop.
Well, I've always wanted to know what it would be like to have bangs, but I don't want to cut my hair.
Have you ever heard of Pinot Grigio bangs? Oh my gosh, so Pinot Grigio bangs is what I like to say when you're at home, you're drinking a little bit of the Pinot, and all of a sudden you think bangs are gonna be a great idea. So we have commitment-free bangs that you actually just clip them on and you can change your look immediately.
Oh, I'm so excited. That sounds like something I would love to try today.
Oh, let's go play. I think that we should check out some bangs.
I am so ready.
Yay, let's go do it. This is one of my favorite pieces to play with. It's that clip-in bang that we were talking about earlier. So beautiful, kind of fringy boho chic, and little clips on the back. They just basically pop open, and then we'll apply it.
See you soon. Bye. Well, the hair shop has multiple locations nationwide, and not only can you come in and get a new look and walk out with product, if you're a salon professional, they teach classes in New York, LA, and here in SF. Come on by.
When you're being creative, there's nothing more inspiring than a beautiful space and a great view. If you're a musician looking to lay down some tracks, A Room with a View Studios offers a relaxing vibe, vintage equipment, and a talented staff to help you. Hello, Jamie.
Hi.
Thank you so much for hosting us today. What does a recording engineer do?
A lot of different things. I mean, I'm also, producing sometimes, and so it's, a lot of it's mic placement and bleed. If all the instruments are in the same room playing, how you deal with the bleed.
What prompted you to start your studio, A Room with a View?
In the 90s, the studio started closing because a lot of people were starting to record at home a lot. I needed to still work, and so I just started accumulating gear and started the studio and just been adding to it ever since.
Well, I'd love to see the rest of the space. Do you mind taking us on a tour?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Did you record these separately, or was everybody in the same?
Everybody recorded live except the congas, because the guy playing the drum kit is actually the conga player also, so he couldn't do both at the same time. So he added the congas on, and then we redid a couple of the vocals.
How many layers are we looking at right now?
Lots. So that's the drums, the congas, chimes. And this is the main recording space. And I've had a small drum kit in here. I also had a full bluegrass band here last week. And this particular microphone, this is Manley tube reference, and it's one of the best mics around.
Find your sound and some scenery at A Room with a View Studios.
We hope you got to know SF a little bit better, but there's so much more to show you, so we look forward to seeing you next time.
Billboard sponsored by Piper, The Home Co., Genesis Dance Sport Studio, A Room with a View Studios, Aquascape Designs, and Prep Cuts.